Alright, welcome back to another video. We are talking about how to start doing photography. 3 settings that you need to know to begin photography today. So we're gonna over this. So this is just the beginning, like beginner photography. We're gonna have a part 2, a little advanced, moderate, maybe a part 3 if this does well. So quiet, doggy, quiet. Shh. I'm making YouTube videos. So we're gonna jump into this so we can make it as quick as we can. Hopefully under 5 minutes. Here we go. Starting with number 1, ISO, which to me this is the setting you set last. This matters a lot, but it doesn't matter a lot. You'll see why. So ISO is the sensitivity brightness of the camera. The more expensive camera you have, the higher the ISO can go without noise or little bits of grain all over your screen or the image, whatever. The lower it is, the lower the brightness, less noise. So you always want it to be the lowest. Of course, less noise, clearer image, sharper image. My light. I'm just using this little cheap video, little light short on screen image, whatever. Okay, so ISO, yeah, it's a sensitivity mirror. So like I said, I always set this last, and we'll go over it in the end again. That's all it is. And we go shutter speed. Shutter speed is the time the shutter opens and closes when you take the image. So that's the noise here. It goes and then takes the picture. So when the shutter speed is open longer, more light lets in because it's longer. So it's going more light goes in. There you go. Yep. More light. But the thing is, more motion blur. So when your subject's moving more, I'll show an example of me being stupid with some low shutter speed. Then you get more motion blur. So like, I don't know if you can see it right now because I'm shooting it, whatever. Well, I'll show the image picture of me with low shutter speed. You see a lot more motion blur. So you want a lower shutter speed if you are doing portraits or cars, product photography, or nothing's moving, or if you're doing landscape and you put it on a tripod. You could do a long exposure, which is like 10 seconds, 8 seconds, something crazy. And so there you go. So there, tips, and a high one for sports, which is obvious. Yeah. Last but not least, certainly not least, Aperture. Aperture is kind of the most complicated one, to me at least, to learn, because it's kind of confusing at first. So the lower the aperture, the less this is how I remember it. The lower the aperture, the lower amount of blades are seen. So the blades are the little things you'll see inside the lens that form. I'm going to try to keep this less complicated. So like I said, lower the aperture, the less blade. So it's more open, right? The blades are not covering light going to the sensor. So you get more light. The other side of it, you get more bokeh. Bokeh. If you do not know what bokeh is, it's the fancy word for blurry background. Say bokeh and you're instantly cool in the photography community. There's another way to say it. Is it bokeh? Bokeh or bokeh? I think it's bokeh. Whatever. I'm on a tangent. Forget. My dog is being weird. Anywho, you can say it anyway. I say bokeh. I don't know. Bokeh. I mean, say both. Never mind. Whatever. Ooh, 5 minutes ago now. Okay. Anywho. Where bokeh. Aperture. Yes. So lower it is, more bokeh. Okay. But that. Yeah. So. But also the lower it has, the narrow the plane is of its focus. So if you have a lower one, it's gonna be a less surface, a tighter surface area of doing it. So Most most lenses most average lenses 1.8, 1.2. Some higher end lenses go to 1. I mean 1.4, 1.8 are most average lenses. Whatever. And then there's 1.2, which are like $3,000 lenses, are hella expensive. A lot of people like them because some nice bokeh. See, I say bokeh, whatever. And you can get that. So that's what you get. Also, you get more light. So if you're doing night photography or something like that, you get more light. So it's good. It's good. It's good. So the other side of it is when you have a higher aperture. So that means it's my light malfunction. My dog's looking at me. He's like, "You talking to yourself?" Yeah, I talk to myself. Get over it. Anywho, the higher the aperture, the more visible blades you see. So more aperture, more visible blades. That's how you remember it. Okay. And so that means more blades are gonna be visible. So it's gonna be smaller holes, not little baby hole. Let me show you a picture. Hopefully, if I remember. I'm just kidding. Whatever. And the smaller the hole, right? So less light, but the more visual plane everything is in focus. And so this is good for landscape, night, some cars. Some people go 8. About 8? I want to say 8 for car photography. Maybe a little higher, 11, 8-ish. So, I mean, there's probably other photographers I'm forgetting about. Because, well, yeah, I do portraits, street, and cars. That's mainly it. Anywho, so those are 3. So, I mean, they all depend on each other. So, like I said, if you're doing portraits, you want kind of medium shutter speed. So, like, I do 200ths of a second. So one 200th of a second, the shutter opens and closes. So it's kind of, I say it's medium. That's not fast. That's not slow. Slower, I say it's like 100th. Is it slow territory? Well, anyway, 1/200th. Some people go 1/600, 1/100th to do like still objects. I do 1/200 just in case I'm shaky or the object is shaky or something moves. That's enough headroom, so in case the object does move, you have it still in focus. It's not no motion blur or anything. So that's what I recommend. And then your aperture is dependent on how much depth your subject is. So if you're like, if your subject is diagonal across the plane, so the corner is going to be in focus, if that makes sense. I'll show like a deck of cards right now. See it somewhere. And just that corner is going to be in focus. But if it's higher, then you get more depth of the plane in focus. So maybe like a 5 would be, I'm not good at like just remember, ooh, aperture 5 for deck of cards. No, I can't do that shit. Crap. Whatever. So I'll probably show a picture of how that works. But if, say, like a person's more narrow, they're going to be looking at the frame, so 1.8 could be good. So I do typically 1.8 between 3.5, I say, for portraits, because they could be leaning, they could be tilting, like doing like a over the head hair flip. I don't know. Or they could just be laying down diagonally, and you different poses. I mean, different poses to different things. And then you set ISO last. So, like I said, ISO is important, but not important, because if you go too high, more grain, and it's hard. It's not hard, impossible to fix pose. It's just annoying. Even if you fix it, it still could look messy. So ISO last, but you also want to keep it low. So that's what I'm saying. It is important, but it's not the most important. I believe. Honestly, I don't know. Aperture, shutter speed, all pretty important, because you don't want motion blur. You want a crisp image, but aperture. Oh, some good bokeh. Good bokeh makes good image. Hopefully that light didn't die. I was checking. I don't know what that light's doing. Just put it there just for some background, whatever fill. I was seeing a picture of a kitty on the screen over there. Somewhere over there. Right? Oh, I know you don't like cats. I'm sorry if you're jealous of my cat. Anywho, so like I said, doing that. And if you're doing something like cars, So you probably want to get those details. So you want a high aperture and a lower shutter speed and a medium ISO. So like I said, oh my gosh, this light hates me. Maybe I gotta get like a one of the big soft boxes that you see during like picture day and shit. It's crap. Picture day and crap stuff. Whatever. So yeah, I mean, just put it up there. Awful. It's kind of dark over here. Maybe I should get like a something. I don't know. Yeah, it is like 2 o'clock in the morning. I don't know why I'm shooting a video at 2 o'clock a.m. Anywho, so like that, like I said. What's it? What's it now? Oh my gosh, everything's turning off on me. Okay, anywho, if you're doing like a sports, if you're doing sports, high shutter speed, because everyone's moving, they're going fast. Gotta go fast. I would say that's a trademark. Anywho, they're moving fast. So you want you prioritize shutter speed, then you move to aperture, how much blurry background with them, how many players you want. So if you have 3 players, if you want 3 players in the frame, 4.5, between, I want to say 6. See, like I'm not bad, because it also matters on your focal length. We'll talk about that in the medium advanced lenses and focal lengths and that, how to choose it. Anywho, this is bad. I'm going on a tangent. This is going to lower my watch time. These people are not going to watch this. I should put you in the video, my dog. My dog. You think you made this cool? He's asleep. Never mind. Anywho, like, hello. He's over there. I don't know if you can see him. I think it's too dark. Anywho. Yeah, that's pretty much the beginner's guide to photography. I probably missed something, so there's probably gonna be points. It's not even looking at me. There's probably gonna be points throughout the video, like little title cards, some pictures too, like some B-roll, maybe some video, like different things. That would be nice. You'll probably need that. Some examples. So look out for those. And you have a great one. And I don't even know what I'm running off of. It's 2 a.m. and I'm great. So thank you for watching, and bye people, because I should go to sleep probably too. As you can tell, it's like dark, especially over there. Like, what are the dogs doing? So goodbye.